let's get started. I don't want to eat into our time. And tonight, please have a seat, and thank you very much, my lovely studio audience, for coming. Tonight, I'm very excited. I've always wondered, if you have this very little money, what do you do with it? And I have people who are coming here to give me answers. So I'm very, very excited. And we have Mohamed Kachika, who is, first and foremost, I don't know which one he prefers to come first, a farmer or the principal of Vienna College Namgongo. I want us to start off with, just tell us briefly about what you do, so that when people are listening, they actually know that the people talking to us and giving us this advice are people who should rightfully be giving us this advice.
Good evening, viewers. My name is Kachika Mohamed. I'm a teacher, basically. I've been teaching for the last 27 years and rose through the ranks up to being a school principal for over a decade. Principally here, I'm more to talk about taking opportunities in the agricultural sector.
My very first question is there money to be made in agriculture?
There is a lot.
Of money?
A lot of money.
Okay.
But not quick money.
Not quick. We need patience.
Yes.
Okay.
You can't get money from agriculture when you are not patient. Yeah, because of its nature. It's something planted and which needs time. Gestation period is there. Agriculture requires investment, little or mid, but it will require patience, perseverance, and consistency. So for sure, whenever you are complaining that the prices are fluctuating,
you're happy.
There are some other people who are really very happy. Farmers, I should say.
How did you start out?
Mine is actually very strange. If there is anything that you can say coincidence, or I saw your topic was opportunities.
Yes.
I can only say it is an issue of a person who has a nose for identifying opportunity, because I had just gone for a funeral to my ancestral place, and people were there, had no food, and then I tried to intervene by buying food for the mourners. I said, just go around the village and buy some matoke and be quick for the people who are coming. They told me, you can hardly get anything around here. I said, what? I said, no, we can only go to town and get those sacks, the ones that they get from Bushenyi or Uganda. I said, what, in the village you can't get? They said, yes, you can't. Because, well, my background was that I had lived and worked outside Uganda for a long time, in Southern Africa. And I had seen them really growing crops or rearing animals on bare rocks. So wherever they were telling me, no, here we can't grow matoke, this area is a little bit, the soil is exhausted, I told them we can.
Where do you find the biggest challenge? There has to be a challenge.
You know, when you have a passion for something.
You don't see.
Because everything that I see, even if it's a snake that I come across, I just, oh, it's good riddance, I walked slowly. So when you have a passion for something, strangely, it's people who were not born and lived in the villages that I'm speaking to, because I was unfortunate or fortunate. I wasn't born in the village, neither raised in the village. So to me, everything in the village and in farming is interesting. Just waking up and digging that hole, exercising, it's interesting. So the only challenge maybe is in the financing, but farming is interesting. To plant something and you see it growing, even a tree, you get interested with flowers. You put a flower in the corner and you look at it, and every day you're smiling.
Yeah, we have Titus Wesonga, who says, you say there are no challenges in farming, you're not being fair. Please elaborate how you go past a weak weather forecast, pests and possible theft, and the sources of finance.
Actually, you know, now with the weather, you can't farm without first harnessing water. You know, now, there are certain things that are basic. If a whole president can show people riding a bicycle, I have shown that. I've appeared on several programs. I think 6 years ago I showed people how to use the Fanta and Coca-Cola bottles. And I said I must buy the 1.5 liters, and people think I enjoy a lot the soft drink, not knowing I actually want that 1.5 liters. Because when I went to buy the empty 1 liter, I was paying 3,000 for them. So I better buy the soft drink take the drink and use that one to put into my coffee. Now, you know, amongst the things that you must work out is not to allow any drop of water from your roof
to go to waste.
To go to waste. You know, people are just not informed. I should be very sincere. You go to other countries, Zimbabwe, Lesotho, Swaziland, and South Africa. People harvest water, including the one that they have used in their storage.
Are we going to rebuke people for ignorance and not give them solutions?
Not really. That's a government failure. You know, there are certain things that must be done by the government. If there is a dam, a social dam, I'm amongst those who can see that the road leading to my farm should not be worked on by me. And so are the culverts. But I know I'll never reach my farm because the local authority don't fix the roads. Now, with regards to these young people who would really have wanted, I'll be very frank. That's typical of me. If you're a young person, you go into poultry. Please be like the one who has gone to Kalere to buy tomatoes. You are actually a trader. Poultry is very volatile. In the morning, if you had 1,000 birds and there is any attack, they will die 10 after 1 minute, 100 after 1 hour, 1,000 after 3 hours. So when you are investing into poultry products, get to know that you should start small. That's what I've been told. And you first have several cycles. I could give you an example. I built poultry houses that can house 40,000 birds 7 years ago. I've not put them in until such a time when I'll have time, i.e. I have retired, because the poultry, the owner must sleep there. I'll use the word of the best poultry person in the country, Yugachik, Agasekalala Senior. He left his Kololo mansion and sleeps until his Yugachik farm. And he told me this word: every rich person must sleep where his money.
Yes.
But there are some lousy young men who think they will go for the disco dance, they will go for the weekend, but while their chicks that are in the broiler are still there. You should only go into poultry when you are committed, because for sure you must sleep there.
Would you just...
How much do I need to be paid on an acre of corn land? I'm a graduate from Makerere, considering the changing seasons like dry spell.
A number of factors, madam. Where you want to farm, i.e. the labor cost around Kampala, Wakiso, Masaka is really high. What you want to grow. If you are really starting, you know, you need to know the things that you need to start with. So if you want to grow coffee, it will require large capital. If you want to grow beans, the one that as a startup capital, it will take very little money. So now, how much capital will depend. The only problem, as you've said, as a graduate from the university, certainly your expectations are very high from your peers and the rest. You want to get 900,000 from farming in 2 months, while you look for that job of 900,000 for 5 years. Most people who have made it on borrowed or rented land. Mama Senga, give me your land there, I'll clear it for you. I'll plant there 3 seasons. When I'm done, I'll leave that land for you so that you plant others. Eventually, those determined people have ended up buying that land from the landlord. There are more risks in import. There are more risks that you went when the dollar was at this rate and URA has done this to you. If you ask between the two, who hits a business person most, the weather or the taxes?
Taxation.
I think the taxes kill more businesses than the weather. I have a son who on graduation got a job with a financial institution, but he decided to go and work on our farm on his own. He was a financial mathematician. The young man really transformed the financial aspect of our farm, because I was just farming as a passion. As I said, I was just interested. But this young man told me the bananas must be sold under this price. And the young man even opened up an export market. Now, when it comes to the young people, or families they should entice. But this young man could only derive from me when he saw that I was staying there on the farm, and he picked. I'm glad that right now a financial institution handpicked him and hired his services after he won the Best Farmers Award youth category for 2 consecutive years. Until the last word until people of my age, I urge people who are mid-aged, 40, 45 going upwards, to think of agriculture as a very viable investment. People don't know where wealth is, real wealth, because I see people who have properties and rentals in town struggling to get rent from people when they are not paying. But those with bunches of matoke,
They are looking for them.
they are looking for them and they are just...
Thank you very much, Mr. Katika.